What is going on, everybody? Today we're looking at the new LEGO Star Wars Clone Trooper and Battle Droid Battle Pack. This is set 75372 with 215 pieces that retails for $29.99. So this is a pretty cool pack, getting a new battle pack with our clones versus droids, where we get 4 clone troopers and technically 5 droids, where we get 2 battle droids and 3 super battle droids, as well as the Octuptarra droid, which is really cool. So this is a pretty cool pack. Obviously, like build wise and pieces, we don't get a whole lot to it, but getting all the clones and the battle droids is just what makes this really cool. And then I like the tri-droid build, so a lot of good stuff with this set, so I was really happy with it. So obviously we have a little battle scene here. It looks like with the background it could be like Christoph's, or like the battle we see at the first of that Clone Wars movie that they made. It kind of looks like that sort of battle in the background, so it looks pretty cool there. And if we flipped around to the back, we can just see more of like little action stuff with like our flick file missiles off the droid and the stud shooters off the little defense stuff, and our speeder bike, STAP speeder for the droid. So a lot of cool stuff going on here. And you can buy multiple of these in army build. You get a good number of droids and a good number of clone troopers as well, so it's a good way to army build. So very cool set overall that I was excited about, and once built really enjoyed. So let's go and look at the actual set, starting with our minifigs. So here are all the minifigs we get in the set. So first we'll start with our clone trooper, which is a shock trooper. So of course we just saw these in that Coruscant Guard gunship. So we have the clone trooper, the phase 2 clone trooper with the red design on it, so it looks pretty cool. Again, going to be exact like the one we just saw. So it's the red on the stripe on the helmet, little red stripes there, and on the cheeks and the chin, and then down on the chest plate and belt, and then down on the legs as well. And weapon wise, he comes with the little pistol as well as a pair of binoculars, and under there we do just have the normal clone trooper head, and he does have some printing on his back as well. And I love he's adding the red for the belt, carrying on around there. So we just get a shock trooper as kind of like, I guess it'd be our leader of this. Then we get 3 clone troopers that are going to be identical, except this one just comes with the larger gun. So we have our clone trooper with the phase 2 clone design, and then it has the newer design with the gray on the cheeks, of course the extra holes there in the helmet with the clone trooper head underneath, and then there's just normal basic clone printing just like we saw with the shock trooper, just obviously no red details on it, but you can see the chest plate down into the belt, and then the knee pads all the way down to the boots, and the printing on the back. And then, as I said, this one specifically comes with the longer rifle there of the clone trooper gun, so we get the extended version out there. Comes with that one specifically, and the other 2 will just have the normal smaller gun. So those 3 will all be identical. Then we go to our battle droid. So we're going to start with our normal B1 battle droid, so just the normal tan battle droid. That looks pretty decent. It just looks like the battle droid's nothing new or different going on there. He just has the silver gun, and of course like the head design and all that sort of stuff. So that one's fine. This one does have a minor change to it in that it has a, like, I want to say a backpack piece, but it has the clip on there, the stud with the clip, so you can store the gun on the backpack. So this one can be the one that can go onto the STAP speeder, so it can fit on there easier and have the gun stored on his back. So that's pretty cool. Then we go to our B2 battle droids, which I think it's been like 10 years since we've had B2 battle droids, or the super battle droids, which look pretty cool with the gray design, or this like metallic-y silvery gray, which look pretty cool. We get the arms, of course we can put the arms up to have the gun at the end of the arm there, so it can be shooting out. So we have the 2 identical arms, the little head there in the center, and the long legs similar to the other droid design, so with a little bit of movement back and forth there. So you can do that, and we get 3 of those identical. And like I said, since it's been like 10 years since they've had that, it's cool that we got 3 in that. So especially if you army build, you can really build up a B2 droids, so in case they don't make more for a while, you have a good army of those. So just with that alone, getting 5 minifigs to army build is really cool from this pack, and the biggest draw from this. But then we get the additional builds from this set. So for the clone trooper specifically, we do get a speeder bike. So pretty cool looking speeder bike. So we have enough room, to sit a character in the front and then a character in the back. And then we have the 2 normal like clone trooper guns that are on the back here. Obviously, if you want to give them to the clone troopers, you just pull them out and you can do that. But we can have the clone troopers sitting in the back, firing off as they go along. And then we do have the stud shooters on the sides as well. So we have those that obviously, if you press on it, shoot out the blue disc. So that is pretty cool. And then we have the front of the speeder bike that looks like it would have guns there on the front as well, so we can take clone troopers and stick them on here. So there we can have our clone troopers riding along in battle. Again, the one steering in the front shooting those guns, and then one in the back sort of shooting as they go by. So that's pretty fun. Then we do also get a defense unit or defense post or whatever you want to call it, sort of like a little defense section here that has a stud shooter. So we can take maybe like our shock trooper and stand it behind us, so he can be there sort of watching the battle, but then also be able to protect himself with the shield design and stuff here of this little build, and have a gun also to sort of turret to shoot out there as well. So that's pretty fun. So obviously we just have them stand behind there. And then we do also get a little box that goes along with it. So just a little storage box that if you open up does have some thermal detonators in there. So that can obviously go together for the defense post. So that's what we get with our clone troopers. Then for the droids, we get a STAP speeder, which looks pretty cool in the blue design since this is more like from the Clone Wars. So I thought this would be the exact same STAP speeder design they had in the advent calendar for this year. But obviously if you saw that, it is a little bit different. But I don't mind this design. I just think I like the overall design of the other one better. But this one seems to be bigger and it comes with the big pedestal and stuff to put it on, which is cool. So we can take our battle droid that has the gun on the back and we can take it with its hand and it slides right in here. So that's one thing that was weird. I thought the handle was a little bit too small for that. And then we can get the droid sort of curved around here. So his feet are on the base and then it can be flying around now on the STAP speeder. So we have like the two guns out of the front here. The two, I don't know if they're guns or supposed to be engines on the side. It's the old clone trooper guns from back from like 2005 or whatever. So that's pretty cool. So we have that. So now the droids can be flying around on their STAP speeder. And then we get the Octuptarra tri-droid, which is pretty cool. So it's a three-headed droid. So you can see it has the three eyes. So three there that does spin around. So it has that little thing. I don't know if those are guns or not, or just part of like the droid design. But then we do have the three guns as well. So we have the flick fire missiles or whatever. So you push on them there and they sort of shoot out there. So we have the three missiles going around. And again, obviously it can spin around. And overall, like the big like droid head design. So this whole section here with the blue on the bottom, it just looks pretty cool. And then we get the legs that are adjustable. So obviously we can like make this stand up tall. If you want to have it like a tall droid, you can get the legs up like that and it'll stand up. But I like having it down where it was. And obviously you can like sort of, I think it can go even lower a little bit. I don't remember exactly how I had it set up, but I can have it set just like that. So it's a little bit lower to fit in screen and fit a little bit lower, closer down to the clones and everything. So I think that is pretty cool getting this stuff as well. Obviously the builds aren't like the greatest thing. Like I wasn't excited at all about the droid, but once building it, I thought it looked pretty cool itself. And like I liked its functions. I think they did a good job with that. Once you get the droid on the STAP speeder, I think it looks so much better. Like I think it looks really cool having the droid on the back. And then the speeder bike is pretty cool. I hate having like, you know, the little stud shooters and stuff. So don't care too much about that. And I'm still waiting for like what I call the perfect speeder bike. But this one's pretty decent, being able where you can put the clones on the back there as well is pretty cool with the extra guns. So we have that option. And then of course, like I said, the biggest thing is just getting all of our extra minifigs with this. So we get the 4 clone troopers and like I said, the 5 battle droids over there. So 2 of the B1 and 3 of the B2 battle droids. So all pretty cool, I must say. I guess the only thing that would have enhanced this anymore would add like a destroyer droid with this, just to vary up the droids a little bit. But overall, a pretty cool set that I'm super happy about, super excited that they made. Again, if you want an army build, this is like one of the perfect sets. If you don't mind the designs of getting normal clones and then the shock troopers as well. So pretty cool overall for this set, I must say. I'm super excited about it. I'll probably at least buy one more just to have 2 of them. But a pretty cool set overall that I hope LEGO continues to make more like these sets. So let me know what you thought of this down in the comments. And if you enjoyed my review, let me know with a thumbs up. But I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you all stay awesome out there, and I'll see you in our next review.